Hey, dummies. How's it going? This week has been wild. And if not wild, wacky. And if not wacky, maybe a little bit quirky. Maybe a little bit goofy. You know? But it's been at least goofy. You understand? And, you know, part of that is a quote that somebody had shared with me that I had said the other day, or maybe I didn't. Now we're just paraphrasing, and it's just something I never said. But you stick around somewhere long enough, you'll have the people around you reflect you. You know, some along the lines of blah blah. You live in the circus, you come out a clown. Okay, that is what it is. It's no one's fault either. It's truly not. Sorry, I'll stop walking in front of the thing. I've been trying to do it. What I'm saying is, I've been around a lot of people who have stopped trying hard, who have stopped caring, and it's not their fault. It's a defense mechanism. It's part of the cycle, right? If things aren't going well somewhere, everyone around is adapting to. Everyone around in a situation is adapting to poor situations. So even once things start going well, things start looking good, you still get a lot of opposition because people are used to the old way. They're scared of what may happen the new way. What if the new way falls apart and it's even worse, they think? Or subconsciously they think that. Or maybe the group preaches that. Who knows? But all of a sudden I look around and I'm acting. And when I think about it, I kind of always have had... They call it imposter syndrome, but I think that's overdone, right? Overdone to say that you don't deserve something, so you act like you don't deserve something. I think it's just that I've never had a lot of confidence in myself. I've never felt that I should do something. But the more I look around, the more I realize no one else is fucking gonna do it, right? In the same way I'm getting on here and I'm yelling my shit at a fucking screen, right? Sure, everyone has a podcast, right? Right? It is true. I'm not gonna. We're not fucking around, right? That's literally. I'm a guy in a ski mask living next to people. You know, everyone's got one, right? But in the same stretch, they are finite, and it's only because there's so many people, and there's so many more people without one. You understand? And in the same way, you find yourself in a room, and you're not sure what you should do. You know, the answer is always, and it's not always. A lot of these problems and things come because I used to be a spaz. I used to put so much importance on things and do things and so I would never fail. I would just fuck things up. So you start getting anxious because you're like, well, I just continually fuck things up. Other than that, or I could fail, whatever that is, whatever failing is. Good look for fuck. Hopefully, no one ever thinks you failed and you end up a dummy. Fuck them. But the time has come, though. The time has come. I'm kind of done being a failure. You understand? I've done my laps. I've seen the things that I didn't like, the things that I did like. I'm ready to start being more successful. I'm ready to start putting my head down. I'm ready to start figuring out what needs to be done. Right? It's okay. It's going to require a lot of energy because the inertia is in the opposite way. Hopefully things keep improving, but I promise you this, dummies. In the same way, the past few months, my motto in my head, somebody asked me, they go, dummy, there's a giant baby outside. A giant, it's It's at least 7 foot and it's taking a shit. Dummy, there's a giant baby taking a shit outside, and we can't. Listen, don't go out there yet. We have to wait for the baby to leave. There's nothing you can do. It's a giant 7 foot tall baby taking a shit. And somebody's got to pick up the shit. And I just think, oh, god damn it, you giant 7 foot tall shitting baby. But every time I'm in those situations, anytime a giant 7 foot tall baby shits, I think to myself, do the hard thing. Do whatever's hardest. I had a day the other day that I was going to leave. I decided I had to call in backup, basically. I couldn't fucking do it. I broke my fucking head, right? Had a little bit of a little thing going on, right? Just wasn't good. Just wasn't good. I wasn't thinking straight, and I needed to go. And so the next day, I attempt again. I attempt the same endeavor on a little bit easier mode, and I notice that I may not be able to make it to the end. I notice that I may not be able to do it all. I notice that I am falling apart still, and I had a choice. And my choice was that I was at least going to go longer and do more than the person before me had. Because they fucked me over. I didn't have a choice in it. So I just kept going. And I did end up giving up a little short of the goal. Sincerely. I did end up giving up short of the goal. But I did my job. And I helped the person after me. And that's what it's about. I'm not here to jerk myself off. I'm not here to say what's good about me. I'm just telling you guys what I've been working on. Things that are helping me. Things that I'm wanting to do. And in the same way that I'm trying to do the hard shit to make life easier. Because it's all just one big weight exercise, right? It's just a fucking war of attrition. And if you push your body more, if you push yourself more to handle more things, then you will be able to do more. And that's what I'm striving for, baby. That's what I'm striving for, okay? I see people out there who need somebody, and I'm going to try to be that, okay? I'm also trying to make myself happy, but I've come to the conclusion it's never going to happen, and that's no one's fault, so let's just focus on you guys, okay? Oh, shit. Welcome, dummies. I am tired of being a failure, though. And I'm going to start looking for people who aren't failures. I'm going to start looking for people who care, and people who can show me how to care, and people who can show me how to do things right, and people who can show me how life works. They're goddamn around somewhere, you know? They're somewhere. Also, too, it's easy to wait. New things are hard. Very, very hard. Failure is scary. And it's never easy. But Lord, am I tired. And we're going to get something right soon. You understand? We're going to take a W soon. Alright? I'm going to have people stop taking my fucking chips. Okay? Now, on to something more fun. I've been watching Snapchat stories, okay? I know, I have a female dummy, a companion, and she constantly tells me that the Snapchat stories, the news and stuff, are stupid and that nobody watches them. However, I say wrong. I caught like this guy who's like 30 something, probably 40, probably around 40 almost. This man was watching the Snapchat stories, talking about the news he sees on there. So, no, not only do I feel validated, now I click them and I think, what are they consuming? What are they watching, huh? What are these sick fucks putting in their little brains? And I've seen a few fun things. So there's a lot of like, and I know they aren't watching these ones, but a lot of like queer news, which is very fun. It's very fun to just have like a newsroom full of like gender fluid people, and you're like, what the fuck is this? There's a bunch of people that look like that one Spanish painter. I can't remember the lady, the Naomi something. But they have a bunch of stuff on there, and they'll always be like, new controversy, this, that, whatever. There'll always be like people talking back and forth on cameras about like gay news, which is very funny that there is gay news now. That's not even like a joke. It's just news about gay people. That's very funny. Which I get, right? Like, if there's going to be NASCAR news, that's basically redneck news. That's redneck's gay news, right? But in there, they'll cover things, and I'm not 100% sure what's happening, but they keep covering Jaden Smith. Now, I know he's been gender fluid. He wears these dresses and things, and he's like, Mom, Dad, get off my back. I'm not gay. I just fuck guys and wear dresses or whatever. And I get that, you know? What you don't understand is that Jaden Smith is so much straighter than all of you because he's fucked all of these guys. And he's still straight. You understand? You could never be that straight. To fuck like 8 guys and be like, I like girls. If you tasted that sweet, sweet asshole one time, but you wouldn't even be able to put it down, I bet you'd be an asshole fiend. You'd be picking asshole up off the floor. You'd just be smoking butts off the ground. You like that? You like that, you sick fuck? You like a good pun, huh? Huh, you sick bastards? Smoking butts. And that's Smoking Butts by Young and Dumb. Anyways, but Smoking Butts. Now, but he had this thing where he basically comes out and maybe he is. That's what's very funny, is that this could all be true and that I could be duped. But I've listened to Tyler the Creator for a long time. He talks about, like, he says the F word slur for gay people, you know. He does a lot of things that are a little wild, you know. He's like, I've been kissing white boys since I was in 8th grade, you know. That's like all his fun. Every music he has, he's like, and I was in them little pale assholes, you know, like just little things like that. You're like, wait, what does that mean? And I believe it was his Flower Boy thing where he was like, yeah, I'm talking about my brother who's gay. And it's like, all right, whatever. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Talk about your brother fucking guys. That's almost gayer than just rapping about you fucking guys, but whatever. And so at a concert recently, Jaden Smith was like, Tyler the Creator's my fucking boyfriend, and I don't care who knows. And then Tyler the Creator's like, no. And so now all these like queer news sites, all these things have picked up on Jaden Smith, and they're like, he's the shit. Look at this gay icon, you know, all kinds of shit like that. But he was recently just on an interview where he's trying to explain, right? So he's like trying to be an alien. He's trying to be wild. He's trying to be mysterious. And this is how fucking faux people are. This is how stupid. Listen, no, stop. I'm down for all of this. You understand? Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, go to space. Go, just start measuring skulls or something. Well, I mean, the Nazism is a little overdone, you know? But start trying to find aliens to resurrect. Start doing Jurassic Park type things, getting a bunch of fossils gathered up and finding people who, you know, specialize in restoring that life, you know. Start fucking with CRISPR to try to make little minotaurs or something. I don't know. But what the fuck is you guys get rich and you're like, I'm gonna fuck with people, and you're like, how? And you're like, I'm gonna pretend I like boy butt. You're not a super villain. You're just, you know, like you're not an anti-hero. You're just fucking like, it is kind of it. Hold up, it's hilarious to be like, I love boy butt, like in the middle of a concert for no reason, right? But it just, I don't understand, right? Like, you're rich and you're out here, you're spreading myth and legend about yourself. You're having some fun with it. You're adding a little razzle dazzle onto it, right? A little razzle dazzle onto everything. But the razzle dazzle is that you fucked Tyler the Creator, you know, and that you're genderless. It's like, what? Bro, study something that's illegal. I don't know. Build bombs. Talk about how you like building bombs. You know? Don't. I mean, even the Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox drinking blood. Way better Jeff Bezos ass, I'm evil. My mask don't go forward enough. God damn it. My big ass head. Oh, this is bullshit. I'm going to pull my hair out. God damn it. But so he's trying to explain all these things, how he's different than everyone else. And so he has this quote. He says, can we talk about the political and economic state of the world? Can we talk about the environment and that stuff? And it's like, what? He's like, everyone else my age is just so, no. It's like, oh, everyone else is excited about life? Oh, were there people who didn't see Rome when they were 4? Oh, Lord forbid they have excitement about the world. He's like, these people just don't get me. I just don't understand. You're around other rich kids that are finally doing rich kid shit. They're having real fucking fun. People that grew up having a hard fucking life, right? And you grew up wiping your ass, never wiping your ass. You learned with a bidet. Your dad was like, you just push the water fountain button and it just shoots shit into the public water fountain. And that's what we use for a bidet. We're just genderless and walking around, and your mom's getting fucked by whatever rapper is just like looking a little scrumptious, okay? It doesn't he can't. How can you be so different? How can you be so intellectual? How can you be so political and economic state? Fuck you. Think it, Jesus Christ. Think of something. I'll tell you what. All right. I would have thought. I go right now. I'd go, holy shit. He kind of blew me away. He was really smart. That's what I would do if Jaden Smith got up there and said something that made fucking sense. But instead, he just goes up there, the economic, political state. Tell me about airplanes, huh? You fucking fly something, right? You've been on every fucking kind of airplane in the world. You don't give a fuck about airplanes yet? Jesus Christ. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, I don't really get other people that are like, bro, what's up? I'm excited to see you. I actually have serotonin flowing through my brain because my mom wasn't just getting railed by whatever guy was in town as my dad went out of fucking town to film his 3rd blockbuster hit this week. Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, my parents also show me love and attention. Fuck off, dude. What the fuck do you want? And here's the thing. All right, I'm more like him. I get it. That's what this whole thing is, right? That's what this whole thing is how dare you be happy? You sick fucks. But to get on there and say it's because, no. Just say you're fucking sad. Say your fucking frontal lobe is like a fucking like a fucking porn star's cock, right? It couldn't feel if it tried. Well, I think my frontal lobe does logic. Whatever part feels happiness, fried, zapped in a microwave, fucking mashed to bits like a fucking kneaded piece of bread. You understand? I get it. Just say that. Just go on there and go, I don't really relate to people my age because I've had a vast amount of experiences which have aged me rapidly and have made me far more mature than necessary for being 17. You know? Say something like that. Don't just be, let's talk about the political economic state of the world. Can we talk about the environment and stuff like that? So you're like, so that's what you got. You got 3 topics: politics, economy, environment. That's what you got, buddy? Go rattle off on any of those, bud. Rattle off on any of those. And then what was the next quote directly? Oh, he literally after that goes, but you know me, I like partying and shit too. You're a fucking Stanford grad. You fucking, hey dude. Hey dude, you know what I love? world fucking peace. I'm working to actually feed people that are starving. You understand? I have a machine that makes food out of nothing, thin air. If you let it sit long enough, it will grow you a sandwich. And whenever you leave it in certain climates, it can actually change economies depending on... Is that Molly? Is that... What are you eating? Give me... Can I get... Bring me the Molly, though. Let's... I like the party, hey. Cut the tape. I like the party, too. Bring me the... Bring the Molly. They'll eat later. I'm not eating right now, because I'm on Molly, and that's saving them as well. So let's get it going over here. You know? It just doesn't... What are you doing here? Jaden Smith just isn't very... Just to be like, I'm so intelligent and smart because I don't get people. It's like, that just doesn't even... But people will fall for it. People will start repeating that. Other idiots that think the same as him will start saying that shit, you know? The other part I wanted to talk about, too, was the Megyn Kelly, like... Megyn Kelly? Jesus... No, so it's the so what I want to talk about was the Machine Gun Kelly, Megan Fox drinking blood shit. So we talked about it before, where they were talking about how people were just like, basically the rich were buying the poor's blood, right? The rich are just hoarding resources to the point that they are Jacob and Esauing you. So for, you know, I mean, most people don't know history, right? So I'll just explain the story of Jacob and Esau. That'll eat up some time anyways, right? So Jacob and Esau are two brothers in the Bible. There's a few different things that go on. Esau's basically hairy, I believe. Jacob's a small little twink. Jacob never gets married. He just gets railed by men out in the field, right? Or like, I think Jacob actually works inside the house. Esau works in the field. And he's big. He's a hairy dude. He's described very masculine-like. And so there's a few times that things happen between them. At one point, the father's dying, and in order to try to, like, get certain things from him, one of them wears a bear cloak to, like, on certain parts that's, like, worn, so it feels like his brother's super hairy arms, because he's a twink. He doesn't have any arms. Twinks are small, gay, like, kind of like otters, but not... Otters are more hairy than whatever. But you get what I'm saying. So, twink, bear outfit, getting felt by dad, not gay... getting like extra stuff, right? They usually start fucking each other over. So at one point, Esau is working there. I could have all of this confused. This could all be wrong. At one point, Esau I live my own reality, fuck any of you. Esau is out in the field and he comes back in hot, tired, cold. Hot, tired, starving, not doing well. He's hurt, maybe, I don't fucking know. But he needs to rest. And basically his brother Jacob's like, "Oh, hey, brother. How's it going, twink? Hey." And they're like, and Jacob's like, "Oh, today was so hard. Oh, I'm so hungry." And so he's all hungry. He talks like Batman. He's hairy. And so basically Jacob takes Esau's birthright, like all the stuff he inherits. He's like, "Give me your birthright for a bowl of soup." And Esau's so tired and like desperate for food. He's like, "Sure, anything for food. Fucking sure, anything. I don't care. So he gives it to him, and then he's like, "Oh fuck, that piece of shit," you know. So that was fun. That was just a fun little thing, and especially back then, like I would just be like, "No, you're lying. You know, nothing's there to hold it to him." Who told? Who wrote it? It was probably Jacob's twink ass being like, "I'll write this bitch shit down so he can't even undo it." Probably didn't even fucking say it. Jacob just wrote it down. I was like, "Esau, did you hear what you said the other day when you were just crazy from out in the field? Whenever you got that bowl of soup, you took that bowl of soup. And you're like, you can have anything you want." And I said everything, and you go, "Oh, fine." You said that. That's what the rich people are doing with the poor people's blood. Okay? They're just waiting till they're at their weakest point. You don't do it always. You don't do it. I mean, it's a birthright, right? You only got one to give, really. So it's a little bit different. But in the same way, he waited till he's vulnerable, till he's sad, till he doesn't have anything left in him, and he has to say yes. In the same way, if you play the numbers game with the poor, eventually somebody's going to say yes. Somebody's got to have enough desperation to want plasma. That's how it is. Somebody's got to have it, you know? And now these are private corporations that start selling the blood for even more money than they're giving you. Most people get like $40, $50 a fucking session. That's nothing. They should be giving you hundreds of dollars. But if they did that, a lot less desperation, probably a lot more people than they could deal with because people are so desperate, right? Speaking of desperation, there are some things that are insane. Some things we can't change ever. You know, some people you can't change. There was a woman at a park walking her dog from the story. I've gathered she had a dog. She's walking her dog. And she goes to the bathroom. She's checking her phone. And once you know it, you go to bend down. Whenever you go to, all of a sudden the phone falls out of the pocket, gets bent over, falls into the toilet. Now, if you have not been at a state park toilet, let me paint this picture for you. It's like an alien if you were standing in one, it'd be like if an alien was abducting you, right? It's a hole carved in the ground around you. If you're looking directly up, this is where somebody's asshole would be, like right, probably about 15 feet up though. And it's filled with water to a certain extent, and shit, piss, and mud. And so, this lady thinks to herself, what do I do? What do I do? So she tries to fish it out with her leash, which that's why I said there was a dog. But I don't have any guarantees. Maybe this woman was just mechanically minded. It's like, just in case I need a leash for something. So she has her leash down there. She's trying to fish out her phone, which fishing your phone out of shit with a leash is already like, maybe it was a defense tool. Maybe she just could whoop somebody's fucking ass with a leash. Maybe she's like, oh, thank God I brought my leash. Just like flinging shit everywhere as she does it. And it didn't work. So at one point, the same woman with the leash and maybe dog, maybe no dog, starts disassembling the toilet with maybe a wrench and screwdriver, maybe no wrench and screw. What is this woman doing? What does she do? That she just has a leash that she can fish things with, and just is she carrying tools on her? Is this just a classical tool belt lesbian? There's just a lesbian in the woods with a leash and a tool belt, just being like, let me find out something needs fucking repaired out here. I'll fuck it up. Let me find somebody abandoned on a golf cart. I'll fucking make their day. You know? What is this? So she disassembles the toilet. She ties the leash around herself and she attempts to rappel into the shithole. At which point she falls into the shithole, which is deserved. Could you imagine dying in that shithole? Imagine for a minute. Take a minute, if you will, to wander into a place, an area far, far into space. I don't know the whole Twilight intro. But imagine you're just in a giant pile of shit, and the walls are around you never getting bigger. You finally reach your phone, check Facebook to see what Todd has said, and it's dead. But no, she lived. No, her phone worked. She called the fireman. She's like, I'm in a giant pile of shit. If you find a toilet, I will literally be inside of it. So then they came and found her, and she was good. Probably just end it after that anyways, but she was fine. Could you imagine you walk in there and you're like, oh, this toilet's off to this. What the? Then there's a lady like, help! Help! And you're like, she's just like reaching up at you with shit arms, like, please, my phone fell in, please help. And you're like, I don't know. I think we're gonna wait for the cops. I think she's like, please just put your hand here and I'll pull on up and we can get out. No, I think maybe she's like, yes, put one foot on either side. You could very easily just kind of pull me up like that, like a well with a bucket. And I'm like, no, I think we're gonna wait for somebody to get the jaws of life or something. She's like, I don't think that'll even apply. They may just drop a ladder down here or something. Yeah, that sounds a lot easier. Well, I'm still covered in shit. I'm like, well, I'll wait outside so I can wave them down real quick. I'll just wave them down real quick. I'll write shit lady on the outside of this outhouse just in case I have to go take a piss somewhere else and not here since you're there. She's like, I guess I'll have to wait. I'm like, yeah. Yep, they'll be here. They'll be here, lady. No. This fucking lady's like, please, if I give you the leash, will you tie it to the post again? It seemed to have broken. It's apparently not meant to hold a 200-pound woman. Oh, really? Leashes are meant for dogs, not for 200-pound women to rappel down into shitholes. Imagine dying there, just being like, well, this sucks. They might not find me. Or, ooh, somebody's going to find you and they shit on you. Ooh. You just take a shit, you wipe, and you're like, well, let me look down just to make sure there's nothing crazy. Oh my god, it's a body. I shit out a whole body. You know? Yeah, some kind of Stephen King novel. But whenever they got her out, though, there was good news. The fire department did hose her down like a dog. Which, necessary. Right? She's probably like, I'm just going to take off my clothes. Like, you can't be naked in public, man. We're just going to have to hose you down. Just like, oh, God. Okay. Now, there was some Catholic trickery going on, you understand? There was a girl, she was 13. And, she had, it's like gotten an assignment. You go to Catholic school, they teach you Catholic things, right? So that she gets an assignment probably from some fucking nun or whatever. And there's basically there's a criteria given. You must make a poster. It must say unborn babies matter. Which, you know what you're doing, bud. Okay? You're doing unborn babies matter. You knew what that was. You're making 13-year-olds write that. It said it had to be on it in some way, shape, or form. Which is just very funny to be like, hey, we're just going to cross off two things. First off, let you know everyone matters, and let you know that two, except for pregnant women, okay? They do not matter. But so it's unborn babies matter. And I'm trying to think if there was, so yeah, basically they were saying there's $150 like prize for first, $25 prize for second, $15 prize for third, which seems, that's not the bell curve. Well, actually, it's, excuse me, it's kind of close. Not really, but towards the end. But yeah, so that was already weird. But basically a mother starts getting upset because her daughter comes home and she's like, and I'm having a hard time understanding. So this mother sent in all of the pictures from the article, all the source pictures are from the mother. They're all submitted from the mother. Even one where it's like, the mom, shown here, like Rebecca Lynn Dixie or some shit. She's fucking Rudy Winn Dixie ass bitch. And she's posing like this. She went and got fucking family photos for this shit. Her kid is going to school at one point. She's got her, or maybe she's not going to school. I don't know. But her kid has a backpack on with the poster. Like whenever you get ready for school in the morning, like her daughter, like she took the picture of her daughter, right? Which isn't a big deal normally. But so there's a lot of different things that go on. So basically, the mother pulled the student, the girl, out of the school over the assignment, even though there's a picture of her with a poster that also in the poster says "My body, my choice." right? So there's a picture of her with the poster that says "My Body, My Choice." Like, she made the different poster. The mom removed her from school over the subject. And so, like, she was basically being like, this was a thing that no one told us about, and this was for a contest for money, and they told them it was only to be worked on at school, and I tell my kids they can tell me anything, and I don't like a teacher telling them the opposite of that. It's like, it wasn't a fucking gag order. He didn't say, you fucking say it, goddamn, if you tell anyone about this abortion contest, hey, you tell anyone I hate single mothers, I'll whoop your goddamn ass, kids. Hey, you go out there and you fight for unborn babies. And once they're born, you forget about them. But until they're born, you fight. You fight like you're dying. All right? You know, it's just like, what the fuck are we doing? Whatever. I'm getting all moved around. So this girl basically goes to her school. She brings this. She gets told she needs to make an anti-abortion poster for this contest. She goes home, tells her mom. Her mom gets mad as hell, and from what I can tell, hits up every news place she can find and sends a headshot, a picture of her daughter with a poster, and a picture of the chalkboard that her daughter had posted. So then in the article, it literally at one point says that they plan on discussing the issue with the school. But for now, we've just told everyone in the local fucking area. But for now, we just told... And so they're saying all this shit, and they're like, well, this is a publicly funded school. This is that. Shut up, you dumb bitch. This is Catholic school. What did you think? Half of the Catholic schools all have 3 to 4 nuns that assault students with rubber objects. You'll find one with erasers. You'll find one with like some sort of like pool cue or whatever, you know. You'll find one that confiscated a Nerf bat long ago and just realized the untapped potential. Okay, they're crazy. All nuns, okay, and especially an old-fashioned nun. I'm gonna let you know something. There's nuns that are 60, maybe 70, especially when I was younger too. And you start getting down to the nuns that were raised in the 70s, the nuns that were raised in the 60s, okay? In their mind, when they were young, you keep going, oh, I can't wait till I can beat the shit out of everyone like they've been beating the shit out of me. I cannot wait to beat the fuck out of everyone, right? So, like, there's just women that have been probably abused their whole fucking lives, treated like garbage because the Catholic faith is like, well, beat your woman if she doesn't fuck you. If the potatoes are overdone, shave her skin off or whatever, you know? And so then these same people are like, yeah, so, I mean, her mom literally at one point in the article is like, I just think they should teach both sides of Catholicism. Hey, you fucking idiot. Instead of spending time getting headshots, maybe look into what the fuck Catholic thinks, right? Because they're not going to teach your daughter fucking evolution. And that's not because they don't want to. It's because they can't. They couldn't teach your daughter evolution. They couldn't teach your daughter why abortion is alright. Because they have no fucking clue. I just think they should allow for both voices. It's Catholicism. The choice is submit or literally burn forever. I just think they should allow for burn forever. Why can't we just talk about the other people? Because there's different... on fire, skin bubbling like a fresh pot of chilies. You understand? What do you think they're going to teach your daughter? They think if she gets an abortion, that happens to her. You think they're going to go, now the other side's pretty reasonable, okay? The other side is just that if you do get an abortion, you are damned forever. No one will ever forgive you. You're close to a murderer. This, just hearing both sides. Please? Please? I know. This isn't for some people, but some people want to be murderers. Some people want to kill babies, right? No. No, I know there's some people that are like, yes, go on. No. You should take it, and they're not even pulled out of school yet. They're just gonna pull them out at the end of the. They're gonna pull their. That's right. They're gonna pull their student out of school at the end of the school year, right? But it's just an obvious thing that the teacher had all these photos ready, had all these quotes ready, had all these things that they were saying to the news. She's working as a reporter for free just to tattle on a teacher who didn't do anything wrong. A teacher who went to a school to teach the religious views, right? It's a Catholic fucking school. It's a Catholic fucking guy. You thought they were studying economics, you stupid bitch? Oh, I thought they were talking about the socioeconomic state of the kill you. Stupid bitch. You dumb fucking. Come on. What did we think? What did you think they thought? Just a little Catholic trickery. They go, now, time for them to design our propaganda posters without paying any of them. Shut up. I'll tell you what. If a 13-year-old who has never fucked comes up with a valid, strong, and good point for not getting an abortion, put it up. I'll tell you what. Anyone who hasn't gone through puberty and has some opinion about abortion, for sure. Yeah, let's see all of them. I'm sure they'll change everyone's mind who's lived more than 10 years. It's the same way that they're like, let's have a mock vote. Let's have a mock vote for president. But no one's actually letting them vote for president. You understand? Jesus Christ. There's just a lot of parents that, and especially like this one, now her daughter's just going to be some attention whore. Just literally just doing whatever she can for attention. Just yelling in public. Oh man. And after 2010, the I'm So Random girls, no home. You know? No home for the I'm So Random XD raw girls. They're lost. Some parents are interesting though. They do the whole they say a lot of interesting things. You hear a lot of parents say fun stuff. One of my favorites was my kid doesn't eat vegetables. Oh. Does he do cocaine? No. Oh, he doesn't like cocaine? I don't let him do cocaine, sir. He's a baby. Oh, okay, for sure. So it's just your job to stop him from ruining it, but not to fuel it in any way, shape, or form. He's eating gummies. He's eating the 8th gummy substance he's had today. He's eating the 6th individually packaged snack he's had today. The other 2 were in Lunchables. What is your problem? Your kid doesn't eat vegetables? You tried to make steamed broccoli one time. Bitch! Caramelize something. God damn it. Okay? There's a way they like it. Or I'll tell you what. There's a sauce or a way you can cook it that they like it just enough to eat it. Alright? You think I liked onions as a child? No. But I ate so much Caesar salad that I loved them. I grew to love them. I would just get drunk sometimes and just eat a whole onion. That was mostly for a dare to show you I can type thing, and it would fuck me up wildly. But I could. Because of what I had endured. Because I had gone through that. But my mother was also good, regardless of whatever she may have been bad at. She was very good at pushing. You need to have a vegetable. You need to have a fruit. You need to have a fruit. You need to have a fruit. So even if I didn't eat vegetables, I'd be like, I don't want to eat vegetables. She's like, you need to eat more fruits then. So like I would try to work in good things, and that still is in my mind where I'm like, oh, need to eat something healthy now. Oh, feel like shit. Should probably eat something healthy. My mother taught me that a lot, and it helped sincerely a lot. I talked to my grandfather the other day. He's a fun old man. He was talking to me. He's like, yep. I was walking around the other day. I'm not supposed to be. And I walked outside, and they had the pillow outside on the swing. And I thought, I might grab me that pillow. But I can't, because if I did, then the kids would know. My dad and my aunts. The kids would know that I was out there, and they'd be mad. I'm like, shit. You want me to grab it? He's like, please. He's just so funny. So I went and grabbed it for him, and we were talking. And he told me about some stuff. So I had this Uncle Morris who would stay with. He owned a few properties and stuff. And he would tell me stuff. And it's funny, the legacy. Remember that whenever you die, no matter what people said when you were around, when you die, people won't lie. People will be honest. All right? People are going to be honest. Doesn't matter what they lie and say whenever you're around. They're going to be honest when you're dead. And so my grandpa was talking about my Uncle Morris. He had died years ago now. He's a good man. We'd stay at his house. I'd watch Gargoyles. That was the first time I got to watch Gargoyles when I was younger. He had all the fun channels. And so we would watch that out there. And my grandpa would talk. He was like, yeah, so there was a guy. And he would come mow. Now, your Uncle Dumb. Uncle Dumb had hired him to mow his lawn. So he'd come out, get the lawnmower out of the garage, and mow his lawn, put it back. This is usually while Uncle Dumb was at work. So Uncle Dumb keeps coming back after he gets his lawn mowed, and it looks good, but the lawnmower's empty. Like, he took it for a ride around town. I was like, what the heck? So after a few times going back and forth, coming back from home, he notices all the neighbors get their lawn cut on the same day. He thinks, huh? So as he starts going, my grandpa goes, this guy, he's not bad. He's not retarded, but damn near. Whatever that means. I think that's an 83 on the IQ scale. But I might be wrong, it might be an 82, but it's somewhere in there. But so, this guy's fucking handicapped, fucking running my uncle's lawnmower around, making all profit, throwing the bitch back, being like, it's evaporating. All the oil's evaporating. I don't know what's happening. It's fucking fantastic. What a wonderful being conned by a man with less brain cells than you have actual relatives. That man, though, that's a capitalist. That's what they thought. He was slow. That's just capitalism, baby. Deep in the grips. He's got capitalism on the mind. And this is perfect. There's a fun little. So I've been seeing headlines now where people are talking about Elon's like, I want free speech. All right, everyone should have free speech until they give it to the rapey uncle, right? Until they give it to like ISIS, who is also just kind of like rapey uncle over there, So there's some. I mean, like, you get the new Nazis on the neo-Nazis, and you're like, maybe get some neo-Nazis on there, and you're like, maybe not free speech, Maybe that's not what I'm dedicating my life to. But it's very funny to hear people be like, Elon Musk, free speech? Psh, God, is that gonna make Twitter mean? If Elon Musk tries to take a single step away from an authoritarian dictatorship, will that make Twitter kind of bitchy? Yeah, let me tell you something, alright? Twitter was way better with two things. How to cook crack and slurs. You understand? Just people posting crazy shit. Okay? Just dick pics being sent back and forth, just unreported. You understand? Just people doing crazy shit, alright? Twitter was the best. It was the only place you could cyberbully properly, okay? And they're taking all that away. Elon Musk comes back, he goes, I want cyberbullying. I want Nazis. And they try to take that away from us. They try to take that away. I'm trying to see how to cook crack on Twitter again, man. Fucked up. Fucked up. And then they're like, what if Twitter's toxic? Shut up. What if Twitter's toxic? What if Twitter's the best it's ever been? Eat my ass. Huh? The last thing I'm going to yell about. I saw a goddamn cop go by the other day, and this fucker had a window unit in the back of his car. A window unit. That never closes. That means it's always got to be on or off. Probably on. With gas at an all-time high. That bitch better charge. That bitch better charge, man. What crimes could you be solving if you have a back window AC unit in a cop car, right? What the fuck are you doing? Some people were like, maybe there's a dog. Shut up. Shut up. There's not a dog back there. Dogs ride with their head out the window and their tongue out. That would be fucking dumb as hell to have a fucking AC unit back there, right? No. Doesn't even make sense. I was thinking something along the lines of he was going on an ice cream bust for an illegal ice cream ring, and he had a lot of stuff to get back to evidence with a tight amount of time, you know? The other one was Frosty the Snowman, probably in some sort of break-in. I don't know what Frosty the Snowman would do. I was trying to think of something. What does Frosty the Snowman do? He's like, oh, hello, hidey-ho, I have a day. I have a single day to live. Was it howdy, neighbor? No, that's not what he says. What does Frosty the Snowman say? I'll be back again someday. I don't know. But yeah, are they arresting Frosty the fucking Snowman? What's happening here? Is the Human Torch needing to be suppressed from flaming on? From hitting a supernova? I don't understand. But that's good. It's good to know that the cops have, because they're not using it on prisoners. I promise if you get arrested, the police will not turn on a fan for you. If you go, hey, can I get some AC? They go, actually, I'm cold. And then they turn it hotter so you die. They would. They don't care. Shit, babies. Shit, dummies. It's been a long one. It's been a good one. I didn't think it was going to be this long. I wasn't sure how much substance this would have, but this felt fun. This felt a little loose. This felt a little honest at first as well. A little bit of everything in this bitch. So, thanks for being here, dummies. Love you guys. Happy New Year. That's what you. Happy New Year. I'll be back again someday. God, this would be a daunting one to die on, right? Alright, whatever. I gotta go. Nice to see you, dummies. See you guys. Now that I'm thinking, I think it's just saying Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.